Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be doing another pick a card reading, and this reading is for your monthly reading for the month of May 2020. Before I begin, I would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so that you'll get notified on my next upload. And a free tarot reading for all of my subscribers. So if you would like to have your free reading with me, you can just message me to my email or send a direct message to my Instagram. All of the details will be in the description box below. Now we have 3 piles for you to choose. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. If you choose pile number 1, you can just continue with me, but if you choose pile number 2 or pile number 3, I will put a timestamp on the comment section below for you to just skip directly to the pile that you choose. Alright, this is the reading for pile number 1. Let's see what we have. So from the first deck we have Page of Swords, 4 of Cups, 3 of Cups, and the Strength card. And then from the second deck we have the Shaman, 8 of Stones, 7 of Stones, Knight of Bows, 7 of Arrows, and 6 of Stones. And we'll get to your Oracle card once we finish with the whole reading here. I would like to start with this Page of Swords. I feel like this is your energy. Some of you are having new ideas, having new goals to achieve, but for some of you, you have set this goal way before and you are waiting for a news message that are related to these goals. I feel like this could also means that you are waiting for messages, it could be emails or phone calls that are related to your goals. You may be waiting for a reply for your job interview, or it can be anything. And I feel with the 4 of Cups here, it feels like you've been waiting for this for a long time and you haven't got any replies back, and it's kind of driving you crazy at some point. But I feel that you will get the news this month if you've been waiting for a few months now or a few weeks. I think that in the month of May you will finally get the message and it will bring joy to you. It will be something that you've been waiting for. Although this means that it's not the end, but it's like a start for you. So the Strength card here reminds you to stay strong and be persistent so that you know what to do next, and this is just a beginning for you in order to achieve that goals that you have set for yourself. The Shaman card here is usually the Magician card in another deck. And I think that this reminds you that you are capable, that you have resources. You just have to be wise to know which resources you need to use at this point and how to use it to your advantage. Now we see that you have a lot of stones energy here, so I feel that these holdings, your goals, are related to business, money, and you have the 8 of Stones, 7 of Stones, and 6 of Stones. I feel like this month you will have a lot of time to learn new skills, to read a lot of new books, to gain more knowledge that can contribute to what you're doing right now. And the 7 of Stones here, I feel that this reminds you that you have to take some times off to regroup and to plan ahead of what is the next step that you should take, so that you know which direction to go. If not, this will overwhelm you because you might be facing new things, you might be facing different situation than before, and you really need to focus on what's important so that you don't stray out of line and you can keep on pursuing your goals. And now the Six of Stones here, I feel like you may need some support. You may have to ask for help along the way because you won't be able to do it by yourself. Or even if you could, you still have to find some mental support so that when things get tough, you know that you are not alone, you know that someone out there is supporting you. And this Knight of Bells here, I feel that you will meet someone new this month that will help you keep your head straight. And I feel that this person is just the right person to push you because this person has determination and is very passionate, and you will get influenced by this energy from this person. Although I feel that at first you will feel like this person is being too harsh on you, or that you feel like they're pushing you or cornering you, so that you feel that everybody is against you. You will feel pressurized. I feel like you need to cool down and reevaluate the whole things, if there's any truth behind what they said, or what triggers you to feel that way. Is there something that you can improve so that you won't feel pressurized? Remember that if you feel uncomfortable, that means there's something you have to change, and it's easier to change inwardly rather than trying to change the world. You know what I mean? Like, people can just do or say anything, but if you choose not to react, that is in your power to control things. Now let's see, your oracle card says, I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. I think that this is just a reminder for you to look at things from different perspectives, be positive, and look at the bright side of what they said or what they do to you. Even if that means you have to let go of them, but you have gained new experience and you should be wiser because of what happened to you. Yeah, so I think that is all the reading for pile number 1. We will continue the reading for pile number 2. Alright, let's see what we have from the first deck. Here we have the Death card, 4 of Wands, 8 of Cups, and 2 of Wands. And from the second deck we have 2 of Stones, 4 of Vessels, 3 of Arrows, 4 of Arrows, Page of Stones, and 7 of Vessels. As you can see here, you have the Death card, but don't worry, this is just a transformation card. I feel that this month you will have a transformation, whether it's physically or even mentally. And you can see that you have 4 of Wands here, so there's something to celebrate after the transformation that you've been through. So don't worry so much about it. This will lead you to something more rewarding. And there's 8 of Cups here, which represents you walking away from, I think, the situation that is no longer serve you, or probably you have to leave some people behind because you outgrow them, and that you and them no longer have the same vision and mission for your future. So you have to walk away from it because you know deep inside that you have to do something for your best interest. This Two of Wands here tells me that you have a clear vision of what you want in your life. So this could probably be the reason why you have to leave. This you leaving could means that you physically leaving your place, whether it's moving from your house, moving from your job, or just simply moving from your old mindset. It's because of this vision that you have. You know what to do, you know that you have to take a step in order for you to reach this destination. Okay, we have this Two of Stones here, which I feel that at first you have this hesitation about whether or not you're in the right track. So the Four of Vessels and Three of Arrows here are telling me that whatever you need to do here, it's hard for you to make that decision because there's someone or people that may be hurt by your action, by your decision, and that this takes time for you, probably longer than you want, to finally make that decision in order for you to go as your plan. This Four of Arrows, I think that this reminds you to take a rest, take your time out to just, be with yourself, to just get grounded or whatever you need to do in order for you to prepare yourself for what's to come. Because I feel that with the Page of Stones here, you really need to be grounded, especially the Seven of Vessels here means that you will have a lot of things going on in your mind, and if you are not grounded, you can get stressed out from all of this situation. And this Page of Stones here remind you to stand your ground no matter what, and you have to be prepared for the obstacles that you might be facing down the road. Now for your oracle card, it says, I'm a spirit having a human experience and I'm here to get closer to love. Okay, so I feel that this whole experience here will bring you closer to yourself, to your higher self, and that you understand that you are just a spiritual being having a human experience, and this kind of a beginning of your spiritual awakening. So yeah, I think that's all the reading for pile number 2. We're gonna continue the reading for pile number 3. So this is the reading for pile number 3. From the first deck you have 10 of Swords, the Fool, the Chariot, and 6 of Swords. And then from the second deck you have 5 of Bows, 9 of Vessels, the Woodward, King of Stones, the Green Woman, and Page of Arrows. We'll get to your oracle card once we finish with all the reading here. So this month you will have a whole new things going on. The 10 of Swords here represents an ending and a new beginning for you this month. This could also mean like losing a battle for some of you here. And with the Fool here, I feel that you're ready to start something new. But remember that there is a risk that you have to count, and that new freedom may lead you to something better or worse. It's all depend on you and how you're gonna start your new beginning, to which direction. And we can see here that you have the Chariot and the 6 of Arrows. The 6 of Arrows here could mean traveling, could mean that you are moving, but I feel like some of you This means that you're moving on from whatever happening. And the chariot represents how you need to make a decision of what kind of vehicle you will use to get you from point A to point B. So if you are traveling, I feel like you are making a decision whether or not you should take a bus or car or planes, trains, those kind of physical transportation. But then if you are moving on mentally, I feel that you will have to take your time to choose what kind of transportation you will use, because at some point you will need to deal with it in order for you to move on. So you can choose to meditate or even find therapists and talk it out so that you can make peace with it before you can move on to the next path of your life. And this Five of Bowls, I feel that this represents frustration that you may have because you have to deal with all of these changes, with all of this transformation, and that you need to adapt to a new situation here. So this will bring you a stressful time. You may get frustrated, but with the Nine of Cups here, I feel that you will have to find a way to channel all of your emotions so that you can turn this into a positive energy and you can use this for your best interest. Or otherwise, this may turn into chaos in your life if you handle this wrongly. And the Woodward here, I feel like you have to find balance and guard yourself from the negativity that is surrounding you. You have to draw a line here as a reminder for you not to cross that line, and if you are, then you know that you need to be reminded to back off and focus back on where you're headed. This King of Stones and Page of Arrows could be the energy from people around you. I feel like you will be in the middle between him and her, and that they have different types of personality, and you will need to find common ground for them. But then this could also mean that you at some point can be this King of Stones, which you know where you're headed and you stand your ground no matter what. But then when things get tough or there's some distraction that is coming your way, you can be this energy of Page of Arrows, which is kind of like spending a lot of time in their head and can forget easily what their focus are because they get distracted easily. And you may have to nurture people around you or even your inner child, but then you have to remember that you need to stay focused in order for you to be this King of Stones, because I feel that this is the energy that you really have to focus on. You have to remember to stand your ground and remember that you are strong and you have the ability to get through all of these distraction and obstacles that you are facing. Now for your oracle card, it says, my capacity to tune in to the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I'm lost. So this card reminds you that you are stronger than you think, that you will know the right time to do the right things, and you just have to tune in to your higher self and to trust yourself more. So yeah, I think that is all the reading for pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you on my next reading.